What's up guys, ZiSotto here, and today we're looking at the patch notes for patch 5.20. We're gonna jump right into it. I had to wait a little bit because there was like some copyrighted music beforehand, but we should be good now. So we're starting right with the patch notes. Gonna turn up the audio here a little bit, I'll have to adjust that as usual. Oh, that Ra skin looks pretty neat. That's a good start. I know that there's gonna be some changes to Hera today, so we will discuss them a little bit longer in the review, and this is gonna be the live voice viewing. I don't know. What is this, Kukulkan? Okay, that is amazing. That is fantastic. And that's the audio skin that I was... Yes. That is also absolutely fantastic. Okay, that's a great skin in terms of... Great patch in terms of skins. It is Neith. Alright, that's a pretty cool Neith skin. I don't think we need a Neith skin, but it's a pretty cool Neith skin. And we're getting a strong skin, so, you know, next month. Confirmed.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the 5.20 update show. I'm Agra. I'll be your host as usual. Got a great patch for you here today. It's going to be light on item balance and god balance, as we
knew that
last week. HRX is coming up, and we don't want to mess with anything there, but there's lots of great skins.
All right, the audio of them is very low.
As far as those skins go, we did have a bit of a technical issue here, and we won't be able to show you the skins in-game. We will have preview videos for you where normally they would play now. We're going to do that a little bit later. I've got Tina going to join me, and we can go over those a little bit. But we will be showing those more in depth on Tuesday of next week. I believe that's at 3 p.m. next Tuesday, but make sure you stay tuned to all of our social media channels and all that kind of stuff so you can be up to date. Again, apologies about that. We considered just waiting until next Tuesday in order to get those videos to you and be able to show it to you in game, but we didn't want to leave you hanging here on a Friday, so we decided to go live with it. We'd be able to show you those quick previews, but again, nothing in-game for those skins. But we do have, as I mentioned, a little bit of Hera balance. We've got some excellent Project Olympus updates that I think you guys are going to be super excited about. A high-requested community feature is coming in this patch, and for that and much more, we're going to toss it over to F. and a Pon.
Hey, it's me over here. Very
maybe crossplay.
To be here, very loud. And
maybe it's
as well. So me and Pon look a little funny. And it's all about what we're doing. But like I said, I'm here with Pon today. And as we get closer to HRX, we are coming down a little bit of what we're doing as far as balance is concerned. We used to come up here with pages of notes and changes. Now everything's a little bit different. We're getting ready for the pros, so we don't want to drastically change the game. The idea is to, we're at, what is this, a 520? At 518, that's when we started getting into the direction of HRX. And the idea was to slowly sort of accept the game as is and then make changes, but nothing drastic.
Yeah, we wanted to take the current state of the meta. We wanted to sit there and figure out what things were potentially a little bit too effective. And rather than bringing them out of effectiveness, we want to just reduce that effectiveness. There's still going to be good picks. We just didn't want them to be so overbearing. 519, very small adjustments there as well. And then 520 is actually just Hera, because 520 is the patch that's going to be played on at Worlds. Want to make sure that that was in a good state.
Exactly. Our placement stage begins
all right, no
November
mercs
5th,
nerfs.
so everything has to be all in a row and all lined up for that. So let's just jump into the bug fixes. Right away, some general bug fixes. There's an issue where players could get DMs from a player after blocking them. Guess what? You can actually block somebody now. That's all well and good. We're shooting to get this in 5.20, and hopefully we'll be all said and done. Joust. I'm an esports man. If you look at my Joust stats, I have 0 games played.
And AJ would have a word with you.
But they fixed the Bull Demon King not using the line attack. So the Bull Demon King is not the red buff.
No, it's not the red buff. It's the one that disables the towers and phoenixes. Has a line attack. Wasn't using it.
Whoa, that was...
So now he's amped up and ready to go, and they fixed the custom draft Joust stuff. Games will have 3 bans instead of 4, so all said and done. Spectator, this is where I live. Finally, some exciting changes here. Fixed an issue where spectating multiple matches in a row could crash the game.
Yeah, done. Fixed. You can now spectate all the scrims, all the games, back to back.
You used to have to watch the game,
close the client,
reopen it. Shouts to Doug, our observer back there, who will probably still do that just in case.
Sure.
But we'll know that it's not necessary anymore. AMATERASU also getting some changes. The ultimate used to appear to play more than 3 times in a single fire. Now it doesn't.
Yep, there's some animation sync issues we fixed.
And then Evil Spirit's BACCHUS also getting a change here in the skin specifically. He had no audio for his taunts or jokes while drunk. While that might seem realistic to you, we're going to change that up. And he has all his bugs fixed there.
If it was realistic, it'd be louder.
He has different taunts when he's drunk. I don't even know.
They're very loud. And then
it's talking about
at the end of the party, you're just sitting here like this.
Sleeping.
what about it? I'm BACCHUS, you know, just kind of doing it.
Drunk BACCHUS always at different
tones.
Always.
Balance prefix over here going on, and as we said, not a lot of balance changes. In fact, this is the entire section. That's it. We're done.
No, we have one.
Oh, we have one.
We have one. One balance change.
Reminder to get your HRX tickets. That's the balance change we have. So don't forget, go to HirasExpo.com and you can grab your tickets. Is that the balance change?
No, that's Hera. We got Hera for the balance changes.
We'll begin making balance changes again in 5.21.
We're on the next section.
So Hera is not available for play at HRX.
Correct. So it's a bit too close. People are especially going to be traveling, so they're going to have a lot less experience with the character. So we're not having Hera at HRX, so it'll just be the standard gods you're used to. Right.
So all jokes aside, there is some Hera changes, but nothing that's going to affect the gameplay at the World Championship. No item changes, no other god changes. All said and done. So the game that you're playing right now is the game that you'll be able to see on the
Yeah, we got
stage.
that. Where's the Hera changes?
But as Pon mentioned, the god of the gods, Hera's here, and there is some changes to the AI, and I think Pon, you wanted to talk in depth a little bit about where we came from with these changes.
Yeah, so Hera, and if you were following Reddit at all, we posted a blog post about the development, the design of Hera, where she currently was in our plans for her. So if you already read that, you're basically familiar with all the balance changes. The big thing we wanted to focus on was what made Hera Hera. We wanted to release a character not so OP. We had a few releases this year that were like that. We undershot that quite a bit, and so we're bringing her up in multiple ways, largely focused on her control. She brings a unique character to the battlefield, Argus. The control of
Okay. That is the new one.
That is a big impact on the play space, but he was a little bit dumb. He would stop chasing people a little bit too early. He also died too quickly. And then if we have a few other changes going into her kit, so that really emphasis on her control of her abilities, landing her abilities, get her damage out, get her control out.
So the design direction is, Scotty is a true pet character, right?
Sure.
Where she has the puppet the entire time, but Hera feels like a puppet character in the sense that Argus is really what she wants to do, but it's an ultimate. How do you approach that from a design perspective?
So really the balance point there is Hera should be impactful on her own, but she should be working towards a moment. And the idea of Argus coming to the battlefield is you get this moment of him crashing down, and then you get to control him as a bonus for a while, and then he falls back. And so it's really largely Hera is the god that does the things, and then Argus is the thing that augments that. And Argus was just dying too early to really do that.
Especially with theoretically how tanky he is and the passive, it seems that Argus is going to be up a lot. What's the percentage of Hera to Hera with Argus that you guys are shooting for? That's a tough question, I know.
Probably like 70 to 75, 30 to 25.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I was feeling much more like 60-40, like he was supposed to be around a little bit more.
I think Hera on her own brings, especially the polymorph, that is just a huge sweeping thing.
Oh, yeah.
We've had multiple times in playtests where like a polymorph has been very game deciding because you shoot it through a whole bunch of gods and they are all polymorphed. And so I think Hera is really what brings, Hera brings what she brings to the battlefield. Argus is the bonus on top of that.
Well, so let's get into the nitty-gritty on what we changed about Hera, right? So first of all is the passive, Commanding Presence. So this was a passive that only affected Argus, and it felt weird to just leave Divine Presence out of it. So now Hera's passive is going to interact with all of her abilities, and good Hera players will be able to use this to have their shield up a little bit more often.
And it's a bit more thematic with the abilities. The 1 and the 2 are Hera
so I actually went through with that one.
And then the 3 is Hera defensive, Argus offensive, and 4 is obviously bring Argus into the battlefield. So 3 and 4, which are Argus focused, getting reduced by her 1 and her 2, just generally feels more cohesive, and it affects more of the kit.
The first ability, Royal Assault, but basically just increased the base damage. This was, you had to getting close to use this ability, and the risk wasn't really worth the reward, so just boosted some numbers there.
Yep, and especially also the extra damage in the early game. Remember, there's the 15% on top of that, so it's a bit more wave clear as well.
Moving into the polymorph,
it's be a good wave clear.
I mean, this was the one that when we watched the God reveal, a lot of us backstage went, ooh.
Yeah, it's good.
That's
it's a good ability.
Yeah, I mean the Wild Hunt is a much bigger circle, but that's the idea is that this CC, well, not unique, it's very rare.
This will be impactful.
That's one of the things we actually liked about this ability.
Definitely.
Is where Wild Hunt, you have the circle and it can cover big areas, so it can hit a lot of targets. This is a really big wind up. You have to aim it. People can juke it effectively, and so its power is really in the user of Hera.
But the problem was, sorry to cut you off there, is that players felt like it, even though it's very strong, since you still had control over your character, it didn't feel as impactful. So we added something.
Yep, we added the slow. So now when you actually hit someone, so when you land that more difficult to hit skill shot, you'll be able to follow up with your Royal Assault more. You'll be able to follow up with Argus. You'll be able to use Divine Shroud to have Argus actually like get more ticks of the aura and start punching him more effectively. Overall, just helps the rest of the kit out.
And then, of course, if you're going to be utility, you'll got to have some defenses as well. The shield getting a nice buff here. The increase in shield shield power per level is going to be there, as well as the tooltip's going to be fixed.
Well, so the tooltip was saying was getting 500 to 200 or 250.
Right.
I know 200. But it was actually giving 40 to 160. So we've kept the tooltip the same. We've updated the values to reflect that. So you get more shielding overall, as well as the per level has gone up. So especially like if at level 4, that's where you're putting your rank in, you're getting an extra 20 health on that shield plus the extra 10 from the fix.
So now Argus is obviously the big chunk of what
that's gonna be a lot then.
Looking at from a distance, and so I think there were a lot of changes with that in mind coming here when it's time for 5.20. So I'll just read the patch notes right here. Changes there's basically 2 reasons for these changes, right? We're seeing a lot of feel improvements just that'll make the character feel a little bit better to play, and of course, falling back on the old standard that it's going to be numbers. A lot of these improvements are really, really strong. So you guys mentioned earlier that Argus felt a little bit too squishy, and this is going to be a nice change for that.
Yep, the number ones are really to help the squishiness as well as his impact on landing. He gets a damage increase on landing based off Hera's magical power, as well as just the other fixes are like AI ranges, how far he can follow, how far she can actually aim the ability, how far she can aim the targeter to choose people. Just overall fixes in that regard to make it so that you have more control over Argus. So
Argus protections at the top end going from 35 to 45, decent amount there. The health going from 3,000 to 3,500 as well. Those are the numbers. And then, of course, the damage from 35% scaling to 55% scaling on landing. I think that's going to be a big... I used my ultimate. Where's that big ultimate hit? You get that feeling now with the change there to the landing spot. And then you were talking about the feel improvements, being able to deploy at 65 units instead of just 55, having the leash range over at 125, which is a big deal because now you can feel like you can fight here and Argus is over there.
Yep, and if you're familiar with Scotty, that matches Caldier's max range as well.
So wow.
If you've learned that range, you've now learned Hera's.
Here's also a small side note that I wanted to bring up as well. They also wanted Argus to disrupt a little bit more, so they're decreasing the wind-up time on his second basic attack animation, and that's one of those things that
the protection.
I mean, that's really to the super nitty-gritty. We usually don't even say those things on patch notes, but these are the level. I wanted to bring that up because this is the level that you guys are looking at Hera at. It's really this deep level, this next level stuff, because she's got to be good.
Yep, and we've got to make sure that the abilities can land. Argus feels impactful. That reducing the wind-up speed means that he's going to more reliably land his abilities. And then also we've increased the slow from 1 second to 1.5 seconds. It makes sure that you actually feel the duration of the slow and you have more time to act on it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun there. So Hera getting some changes. Overall, again, the game staying largely the same. 5.20 is what we're going to be playing at Worlds. So we didn't want to say, all right, so the regular season's over. You've got this nice break before placements. Let's drastically change the game. Not a direction that we wanted to move in. So everything kind of cut and dry and nice and simple. Hera's coming out, though.
Yeah.
You want to play that one at home. Make sure you join us for HRX. But
definitely,
that's going to do it for me and Pon. Back over to Aggro. We'll say hi to Tina on the other side.
Thank you very much, guys. Yeah,
I want to talk
very
about
excited
balance
for HRX and very excited for all these skins. Again, want to reiterate, if you missed the beginning of the show, we did have a bit of a technical issue, and so we won't be able to show you these in-game, but we do have a voice line from each, those little videos that we show at the very beginning, and a little bit of a couple words from Tina, who's joining me now on the casual set. What's up, Tina? How are you today?
I am great, actually. I'm really excited about Zonga Donga Ding Donger coming out.
Not in this one.
Not in this one, but in December.
Right, that's right. If you
really
missed our Twitter, there's going to be a big Zhong Kui skin. I mean that figuratively and literally coming in December. So make sure you guys mark your calendars. But for now, we've got great skins right ahead of you. So let's start with Fiend Hunter Artio. This one, Tina, when we were doing a little video coming in, you got really excited about this.
Yeah, my eyes just lit up because this is, my God, the actual bear on this is really, really cool. It has you can see inside its intestines, not intestines, but it's made out of wood and shit.
Right.
But you can see inside its cavities. It's really cool. There's a lot of really good detail on it. AJ wrote the voice pack on it because I was out, and it just sounds amazing. She's like this paranormal investigator. She knows a lot about werewolves and vampires and stuff, and that's her MO kind of.
Well, I would hope
the theme was going to be darker,
and monsters. Yeah,
the
same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
cool.
she's cursed. That's the thing.
Oh man.
Her background is she's cursed.
That is truly unfortunate. Again, you'll be able to see this fully in-game next Tuesday. We'll be doing a community stream where we can show all of these skins off to you. In that, we do have one voice line standing by for Fiend Hunter RDO, so let's take a listen.
Although I hold this curse, I will still fight for those who cannot fight for themselves.
All right, there you go. Fiend Hunter RDO. Sounds great, looks great. Can't wait to see a little bit more. Yeah. Moonlit Scout Neith is up next. This one, she looks like she's kind of snarky here, Tina.
Yes, she definitely has a tude. She is a dark elf, so she from the darker forest realms. So she's definitely a very sassy elf. Yeah.
Sassy elf. There
Sassy
you go.
elf.
Moonlit Scout Neith. Again, we do have a little bit of a preview of some of her voice lines, so we should be able to take a listen to.
We Dark Elves have a bad reputation, but we can't help being better than everyone else. The quickest way to a man's heart is through his back.
Yeah.
Exploiting the stupid, that I can do.
That is very snarky. Yes, Tina.
I couldn't hear it.
I know you couldn't hear it, but I could, and let me tell you, the tude was there.
The tude? Yeah, you like that tude?
That was
okay.
definitely, I could definitely feel it in that spot. All right, Dragon Doggo Kukulkan. This is what took us so long? Why? Because no one would have cared about anything else.
The story behind this is actually quite funny. So AJ and I were just kind of.
Thank you for the follow, Jockey.
I really want a costume,
look at
kind
the
of like
details.
onesie thing,
That
but also an ant, like a pet. I love cats, so I really wanted like a kitten that was wearing a costume or something. But AJ really likes dogs. But then Kukulkan's shape is very long, so we're like, what can we do? It's like, oh, we can make him like a sausage dog. That's that will
shocked
fit.
that that's the word you chose.
Why?
For sausage. Well, because you like to.
Oh, wiener dog. Yeah.
You didn't have to. I just thought that you take
I'm
the
sorry, I
opportunity.
forgot. Yeah, you're right. It is called a wiener dog.
When it's right in front of you. Can't wait to show you guys all the abilities for this in game.
Oh yeah,
again,
he's so
Tuesday,
cute.
At mixer.com/SMITE game. We'll have a VXG as well, but let's take a listen to some of those voice lines.
Yeah.
Dragon Day is the best day at Pupper Daycare. Come join us. You dare taunt the mighty cat! I see a cat! Did you see that? Where did it go? Where is your dragon costume, human? Are you not one of us?
That is awesome. Super excited about Dragon Doggo Kukulkan. What a good boy.
Look at his tail.
He's so happy.
Dude, his tail is like, it's always shaking. It's like his other tail, his real tail.
Right. Though you can see it sticking out there at some of the angles. Again, you'll get a closer look at this on Tuesday. Next up, we have Convention 2019 Cerberus. We do one of these every single year, usually around this time for HRX. If you're coming to DreamHack Atlanta, which let's be honest, you should be, you will be able to get this, as well as even if you aren't, you can get that HRX digital loot pack. Usually these are all about that different sort of skin color, the tones that are involved.
I just wanted to say something about Dragon Doggo real quick.
Yeah, please do.
It is voiced by Monica Real, who voices Bulma. So
no way.
Yeah, it's
all the Dragon Ball ones.
The doggo's Bulma.
That's awesome. Bulma Doggo. I love that. As if I could get any more excited about this.
Right.
The Convention Cerberus, as per usual, the convention skins won't have a different voice pack, so don't need to go through any of the voice lines. You'll just be looking really, really clean with these convention skins. Definitely want to get your hands on it.
Yes.
We also have Terra.byte Terra. I see what we did there. This one is looking really good. I can tell that the effects for this in-game are going to be sick.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk right there.
Her, abilities have their own like shape and like her, what do you call that thing? That
monolith.
Thank you. The monolith is its own thing, and it's really cool. We obviously can't really see it right now, but
right. No, I got you.
It's dope. It matches the colors and everything.
Ooh, that's gonna be sick.
I think she has a Russian accent, if I remember.
Well,
I really wanted to make her have a Russian accent.
Zarya Cyberpunk.
See if that's what's going on.
What you got? I can fix anything for a price.
Nice.
I couldn't repair your car's brakes, but I made the horn louder. Just kidding. No, sorry. I can't fix your intelligence.
So she's a Russian
I like that.
Yeah, she's like a tinkerer. She's almost like an engineer.
I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
I can get behind that. That is Terra.byte Terra. We also have the Hunter Hou Yi. This one looking really, really
looks
cool.
really cool in
Man,
game.
that card art is
looks
so
like Thor's
sick.
old skin.
That is really, really awesome. Hou Yi has some cool skins already, but man, this one looks like it might just take the cake.
Looks like another Hou Yi skin, actually.
Let's take a look at it in game. Again, not as much as we normally can. Again, apologies for that, but we did want to give you at least some sort of preview here on Friday where we normally do the update shows. And man, those characters are looking so cool. I love this skin already. I'm super excited about it.
It's
all right.
I was going to say something, but I'm not going to say it.
Okay, cool.
It has...
Nice. No, Tom, she shouldn't say that. Let's listen to the voice lines instead. She can, because we got voice lines to do.
I'm no hero, but I am the only one who can finally put an end to this madness. Do you like owls? Because I'll kill you!
Oh my god.
Okay.
I'll give you one chance to flee. That's one more chance than this world ever gave me.
Who hurt him?
The second joke,
that really caught me off guard.
That me too, because I didn't write this.
That was awesome. And losing his mind.
Was it Fishman? Oh
my goodness.
I know that caught me off guard.
I thought that was a Tina line.
Okay.
That
was
holy hell.
Okay. Don't mess with him because he'll mess you up, apparently. Is it okay with the Hunter Hou Yi if we move on to the next skin? Okay, good.
I was going to say he has a tight arse.
Great. Glad we got that out of the way.
Yeah, sorry.
Phoenix
on
Ra.
the skin.
Yes. Yeah, of course. Phoenix Ra.
I'm not over the joke yet.
One of the namesakes of this update. Again, this I do believe is part of that HRX digital loot pack that includes Phoenix Ra, the Hunter Hou Yi, Terra.byte Terra, and Convention 2019 Cerberus, and some other cool things that I've heard about.
I like the Ra skin. That is really cool.
That looks so cool.
Of course you can say.
I can say?
Yeah.
We have announcer packs coming out.
We do have announcer packs coming.
Some brand new ones. 2 announcer packs coming in the HRX digital loot pack. Myself with an announcer pack, as well as the best of tacos. So make sure you guys get those. And I may have had to bring out the sunglasses and the arm sleeve for some of my
can we get a preview? Can we get a preview?
Yeah. Here we go. Double kill. There you go. There's your preview. That's what I did. I didn't do that. It's way cooler than that.
Oh my god.
No, it's not.
It's way cooler than that. I make fun of FDOT in it, and so there you go. That's all you really need to know. Let's take a listen to these voice lines.
Yeah, goes one. Could be cool.
I have lived 1,000 lifetimes, so trust me when I tell you that I know what I am doing. Geez, the phoenixes in this game must be burnt out from working so much. How can you rise if you have not burned?
That is super cool. I love the all-powerful sort of sound. This also has a VXG and some awesome fire visual effects.
Yes. Oh! The Dragon Doggo also has a VXG.
He does, yes.
He does. Yeah. Forgot to mention that. He does. And so this one. Yes, this one does too.
Trust me, you guys are going to want to tune in on Tuesday again. I believe that's at 3 p.m., but not quite sure on that because I didn't pay attention. So make sure you just take a follow to SMITE Game on Twitter, all that kind of stuff. It's you'll find all your information there. Again, very, very sorry that we couldn't show it to you in-game, but wanted to give you at least some sort of preview. So Tina, maybe you can see everybody on Tuesday. Are you going to be there for the little skin preview thing? Maybe.
I will love to be here.
Hard maybe for Tina on Tuesday. Thanks so much for watching the skin portion, but we do have FDOT and Isaiah standing by as they get ready to talk to you about DreamHack.
Overin.
And Overin, excuse me. I didn't see her out of the corner of my eye. We got some information as well on what's going on for the placement stages and in HRX to get you acquainted.
Hera's Expo, looming on the horizon. It's one of the most exciting points in time for SMITE Esports, but what are the details? Let's break it down. DreamHack will come later, that's where we crown a champion, but first and foremost is the placement round. We've got to make sure we got all the best teams ready to go and ready to make noise. 14 teams are going to be grabbed up, 8 from the Pro League, 2 from the Minor League, and then 4 from across the world. Latin America, Brazil, Oceania, and Southeast Asia will send their top representatives to face off. No excuses here in the placement round. Best of 3s, double elimination. We are here to find the best of the best. All of these teams will go head to head, and then we'll wind up with 4 squads. Placement rounds 1, 2, 3, and 4 will then take a spot at the big boy table. DreamHack is single elimination. No second chances. Everybody's fighting for the hammer and the chance to see who's going to be the Smite World Champion.
Single elim is weird.
And who's not. Watch the action. Placement stages begin November 5th through the 10th.
But they have to do it because it's one day short, I think.
HRX at DreamHack, November 16th.
I'll be there, by the way. If you don't know it, I'll be there. Say hi if you see me at any point.
Well, howdy there, folks. Welcome back. It's
Don't be a stranger.
Tom. I am joined here by Isaiah, as Agro said. But as Agro didn't say, I'm joined here by the other one. How's it going?
The other one?
The other one.
Excellent.
You know what? I thought I'd defend you, but then in the heat of the moment, I decided to double down on my teammate. I'm with Agro. He's a commentator. You're not. Screw her.
Wow.
That's Offred. She's our community manager. We actually love her. How you doing, Offred?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Hanging out, hanging in. It's really tough these last couple of weeks before HRX because everybody's just so like making it happen already.
I don't know what to do without broadcast.
Yeah, it's.
I don't know what to do with my time. I have so much of it now.
And how about you? How's community
I'm
doing?
doing very, very well. Lots of exciting stuff going on in Smite.
How often has Isaiah used this line?
Yeah, we've got some fun things
I feel like he says that every time.
as well, because out of game, you guys are all coming down to DreamHack Atlanta, obviously.
That's right.
But before that, in game, like we said, the Reaping 5 is on the way. There's Godzilla.
That is right. 'Tis the season for tricks and treats, and we have tons of frightful delights going on next week in game. We got chest rolls for first wins of the day, 2 times everything, tons of sales, and of course a
2 times everything
next weekend. So be sure to log in game, check out all the awesome stuff going on. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, storms are always good. Jam storms are even better. You know, this skin, so it's Scylla, right? And she's in they call it Godzilla.
Exactly.
And I was like, oh, Scylla's a god. That makes sense. But it's a play on words, like the popular large dragon Godzilla. It sounds like Godzilla.
Exactly. That's actually a community-created concept skin, so shout out to Finotary winning the Halloween portion of our community skin contest this year.
That's even sicker. I was just saying I didn't get the cultural reference, but the fact that it was somebody, the community stuff, that's actually, on a serious note, that's actually really sick. So
I personally admire the level of punnery there.
Yeah.
So shout-outs for that.
I was late on the train, but I still appreciate it.
Better late than never.
So we've got the HRX going on. That's going to be starting, placement rounds start November 5th. That's going to last out through the 10th. And, of course, the big enchilada going on a little bit later. But so this is what we're looking at as far as our placement rounds are concerned. This is where me and Auburn kind of cut our teeth. Esports world. So Latin America right there. We still have to see the top 2 representatives from LATAM North and LATAM South play off against each other. And then we'll see who goes head-to-head against Luminosity. But, Auburn, I'm going to put you on the spot here. Besides Team Rival, who do you expect to do well here?
Let's see here. I think we might get some surprises out of Trifecta, actually.
Okay.
And I'm just hoping SSG actually makes it all the way to the end. I keep going into lands thinking that SSG is going to do me proud, but,
I mean, Atletico already hamstrung. Their mid laners being changed up. Add-on not actually going to be coming down to LAN here. No ping against SK Gaming. Probably not as exciting. What I am looking at, though, real talk, is I'm looking at, LATAM favored to be Nocturnes as they come every year. I think Nocturnes has some legs up there. I think Nocturnes could maybe beat Luminosity, and depending on what brand of Obey we get, we might see the Latin Americans.
Yeah. I mean, Nocturnes had a historical run for Paladins last year during HRX.
Yeah.
They went farther than any LATAM teams ever made it in a world bracket, so maybe they'll do the same for Smite.
Pretty nuts. A lot of fun stuff. Of course, we're going to see 4 players. This is double elimination. So the top 4 teams coming out of here are going to slide right into where DreamHack's going, where our top 2 from North America and Europe have already solidified their spot. Dig and Energy are 1 and 2 from Europe, and then over here we have United and Splice, who have done so damn well this season.
Splice it and Dyson.
Yeah, you've been saving that?
Mm-hmm.
You've been saving
I've been tweeting that like a lot on Smite Pro.
I got another one for you.
Like a lot.
It's time to roll the Splice dice. Yeah? You like that one, Isaiah? Isaiah didn't like that one.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's all right.
Oh, man. Isaiah, we'll come up with one that Isaiah likes, but it's tough. I mean, that reapening, I couldn't live up to that.
Right? It takes a lot to get a good one out of me, so...
You're a wordsmith.
Come back with your A game.
You're a wordsmith, my friend. Anyway, tickets. You want to buy tickets. I'm going to be there. Isaiah's going to be there. Auburn's going to be there. Unfortunately, Agro's going to be there. Finch is going to be there, too. HighResExpo.com. You can buy your tickets November 6th.
Unfortunately, I'm going to be there.
18th. That's where you're going to see all of the big plays. And then, of course, afterwards, there's the party you want to hit as well.
Yes, after party. Come to a Bugdad dance with me and the rest of the Hi-Res and Skillshot family.
Okay. HRXafterparty.eventbrite.com. Go ahead and get your $50 tickets on and ready to go. And so you just set yourself up.
For what?
So do the Bugdad dance.
The Bugdad dance?
Yeah, can we see the Bugdad dance
that I've done in multiple videos?
Yeah, I need to see it again.
This one?
Isaiah, can you show me as well? It's like a community
Can we
moment.
all is it just gonna be me?
Okay. All right. Let's is this my turn now?
It is your
bug
turn.
dance. All right, well, me and production are boys, so I think that's gonna be in the show, and hopefully we can
No.
Who set himself up now?
I don't think you will.
I don't think you will.
James is talking to me. He hates speaking in front of crowds, so he's gonna put his mic live to. Yeah.
All right, do it.
Why?
We're waiting. We aren't leaving until you do it.
All right. You know what? I've set up Toli with the Hou Yi. I've set up Taka once or twice. So you know what?
It's just your turn.
It is my turn. Thank you for watching. We're going to go in-depth with some of the skins a little bit more on Tuesday.
That's
Make sure
right.
you do
Definitely
that.
be sure to check out our dev stream next Tuesday to check out all the skins in depth. Check out the abilities, the effects, all the cool animations. Be sure to tune in next week.
And stay tuned after this. We have streamers going all night tonight.
There it is. You definitely want to not miss that. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you. Thought I got out of it. Okay, fine. Streamers coming up next. We'll see you soon. Man.
I think Auburn won this one. Whoa, they're blasting us right away, so I'm going to turn this off real quick. About this patch. Obviously not too much in there. Not too much happening, really. I think there's a few cool skins. I have a few things to say about Hera. I will mostly save those for the patch notes review, because then I can talk about the numbers and stuff in detail. What I will say here is that I think Hera is going to be a lot stronger after these changes. Potentially, actually, I don't want to say overpowered, because it's really too early to say, but potentially very strong. Potentially above the point of balance. I will elaborate on that a little bit more when we get to these changes. And yeah. On that note, I've mentioned a few times now, I'm going to go to HRX as well, going with Teats as well. So if you want to see that, if you want to say hi there, if you see us there, if you go in, definitely say hi. And yeah, I'm going to the after party as well. So, you know, have some fun. All right. And with that, thank you guys very much for watching. I will hopefully see you later for the patch notes review, which is going to be very short today. And other than that, see you for the next one tomorrow. Otherwise, depending, if you're new to the channel, feel free to sub and with bell. It really helps me out. DukeSloth, out.